All right, my car has finally arrived from the dealership. So it's a 1981 Mercury Cougar XR7 with a 302 V8, which is about 130 horsepower. It's a baby V8. So let's go around the car. I'll tell you what I'm finding on this very well preserved 33,893 original miles on the vehicle. So it's got the original tires from when it first left the dealership. So these all are original. I got to get rid of them. There's no way in hell I'm going to drive this car around with those tires, because those I don't want them to pop and then destroy the wheel wells. Okay, so it's the original paint. Once I get this all shined up and polished, it's gonna look really sharp. These things, the aluminum inserts in there, it's like a foil. It's like an aluminum foil. Those, surprisingly, they're not discolored. You know, they get discolored and they do get wrinkled easily too. So it's hard to find these. It's hard to find these ones for Cougar, but I've been able to find the rear ones. But I don't think I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna do the least amount of replacing any parts for this car. I'm gonna preserve it. Just a few nicks here. I'd say that's just about the worst one there on the vehicle. A little bit of cracking, and you can tell they did a little bit of touch up on the paint. A little bit of touch up on the paint there. This lower rocker panel has a dent. I regret getting rid of the new ones I had from my old T-Bird, which has the same body style. This car has very, very little rust, if at all. I mean, it's been rust proof from when it first came from the manufacturing plant. The vinyl top is in very, very well preserved. Very nice. Door jam's good. The rubber here is a little stiff, a little hard. Could be replaced. You can tell they kind of like did a little bit repairs on it. I might leave it like that, but if I could find another one to replace, I'll do it. Interior is immaculate, no rips. The only issue is the headliner does have some, it is coming down on some parts, but that's easily fixed. I could fix that really way easy. Very solid sound to the door when you close it. Bit of scuff here, that's okay. This is what I'm talking about. See, aluminum's kind of like discoloring. It's becoming like a gold color. Got a damaged rear tail light here. I do have a replacement for this whole thing right now. Okay, a little bit of touch-up paint there. Other than that, under here it gets they touched it up here. On the other side they didn't touch it up. You can see there it gets, for these cars it does rust here, but luckily they protected this one. That other side is beginning to rust, but it's not that bad. It's just surface rust, no big deal. The dashboard's great shape. It's hard to really, it's a little bit of slight warpage, but not that bad. It's very, very, very clean. Radio works, heater works, but we don't know if the AC works, so I'll try that, test it out later. Usually the steering wheels on these are all cracked, but this is well preserved. No, not a single crack on this steering wheel. Okay, and then just open the trunk. I'm not going to show the engine, but the engine bay is a little dirty, but I've got a lot of work to do on this vehicle to get it show ready for some car shows this summer. Very wide and cavernous, very clean. I'll spiff it up a little bit more. You got the that was an option, those space-saving tires. And then you had that backup light, right? So that wasn't part of the vehicle when it was first bought. That was installed sometime in the mid 80s. I could see it says there 86. So sometime around during the 80s it was installed. I'm gonna remove that. It's not part of the car originally. All right. There you have it. But it's a pretty much a base model. I mean, they added the options for this. I guess it must have been, it does have the rear window defroster, it does have the AM/FM stereo, it doesn't have cruise control, roll down windows only, but hey, this was the 1980s, guys. Very nice. These were really hated cars when they came out from 80 to 82, and this body style was just considered just too much, too baroque, not enough, you know, not as roomy as the previous generation. Yeah, a little bit of rust here, but it's just surface. Okay, and that's it. I mean, I've looked over this vehicle. I mean, there you have it, folks.